few weeks ago, I done a video about how Kyle Reese couldn't be the true father of John Connor, due to John Connor sending Kyle Reese back in time to go and make sure that John Connor does survive by saving his mother Sarah Connor. Obviously, if you just take a few seconds to think about it, it is just impossible for him to be John Connor's true father, the John Connor that sent Kyle Reese back, that is. So in essence, the John Connor that we see played by Edward Furlong isn't the real John Connor. And thanks to one of our amazing followers and viewers, at EndoRoyale7848, he wrote this amazing comment, which obviously states that if we're going by the logic of this type of time travel, the Skynet in Terminator 2 is not the same as the Skynet in Terminator 1. And this got me thinking, like, how have I actually never thought about this? I have watched Terminator 1 and 2 countless times, and I never actually realized that these are not the same two Skynet, because in the original timeline, Skynet was naturally built without a microprocessor that Miles Dyson salvaged from the T-800. Actually, in Terminator 1, Kyle Reese described that the initial Skynet was a defense network of computers that decided that man was the biggest threat to existence and began an unprovoked war to attack the humans. Whereas the second movie, Terminator 2, started the war because humans attempted to pull the plug, because as they said in Terminator 3, Judgment Day wasn't stopped, Judgment Day was postponed. Obviously, we can see evidence of this with the new Skynet having access to the T-800 hand and leg, and obviously the microchip that was salvaged from Terminator 1, which would have saved a whole bunch of time for humans to really catch up to the technology because they could somewhat reverse engineer how the robots were built. In the original movie in 1984, Kyle Reese said to Sarah Connor that it took 40 years for Skynet to produce the T-800, which shockingly, 40 years ago is 1984, and guess what we built this year? I'm telling you guys, he is the real Skynet. Skynet was somewhat created by Miles Dyson, reverse engineering the T-800 CPU from finding it from Terminator 1, which in essence preponing Judgment Day to 1997, and Skynet would have had the T-800 by 2003, instead of the year 2023. That the initial version of Skynet would have taken to come up with, which is why Skynet, having saved time on developing the T-800, was able to produce more advanced Terminators like the T-1000, who sent somewhat decades of technology more advanced than the regular T-800. This also explains why there was no T-1000 sent back to 1984, because Kyle Reese would have been absolutely outmatched by the T-1000, and the movie probably would have lasted like a good 10 seconds. But what do you guys think of this? Was this an obvious thing that just I missed out on? Or have you never looked at Terminator this way before either? Let me know down below. I'd like to give a big shout out once again to EndoRoyale7848 who gave the idea for this video. Big shout out to him. If you out there have any video ideas that you want to get put up on the channel, just leave them down in the comments below and we'll start up a conversation. But yeah, that's all we got time for today, guys. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.